On April 30th, 2010, the City of Hope hosted the 34th annual Bone Marrow Transplant Reunion. A pioneer in bone marrow transplantation, City of Hope has performed more than 9,800 bone marrow and stem cell transplants and operates one of the largest, most successful programs of its kind in the world. The celebration included bone marrow recipients meeting their donors in person for the first time.
So today we have the honor of sharing a unique moment in the transplant patient's life when they meet their donor and in some ways their new family member. And I'm lucky because one of those patients today happens to be one of my own. Marvin Ridgely is now a 70-year-old man who was diagnosed as having myelodysplasia, a disease related to leukemia that's incurable except by transplant several years ago. As indicated, if he'd come to us 10 years ago, we would not have been able to have done this. But because of research and the support we have at a place like ours, we made enough progress to pursue this. Marvin's an interesting guy. He's had very successful careers in finance and then changed career paths to pursue work as a barber and as a massage therapist. He actually started as a jazz bassist with a group called the OJs and has had a lifelong interest and love of music. His donor is a 28-year-old man named Lucas Vine from Carson City, Nevada. When I read about Lucas and heard about him, I realized he was a man after our own heart because we share something. He describes himself this way: when everyone seems to be running away from a situation, I'm running towards it. And I think that's a lot of what the hell goes on around here at City of Hope. We don't shy away, we don't look away, we face it, we go, we try to win. It's that character that led him to join the Navy SEALs and to sign up for the National Marrow Donor Program. He pursued a life in law enforcement and now is pursuing potentially a life in medicine. He's a remarkable young man, clearly moved by giving not just to his country, but to his fellow man. So it's my distinct honor, Marvin and your family, for you to get to meet your donor, Lucas Vine. Lucas?
It was very excited to meet Lucas. We talked on the phone last night for a brief moment. We've talked several times before, and I've talked to his wife, I've talked to his mom. I told him how much I appreciated what I did, and we talked a little bit about what he was doing and why he made the decision. And my wife got on the phone and spoke to him, and she told him a little bit about my background, that I was partly Russian Jewish on my mom's side. Turns out Lucas is Russian Jewish partly on his dad's side. So there's that. I think there's a link. I think there's a genetic link, and I think it goes back to someplace in Russia. It was just very exciting to finally the big day comes, and he's got a tremendous amount of character and a brilliant future. And he's really got his head on straight, and his wife the same way. I mean, it's just, not to just meet a donor, but somebody that has really got his head on straight, really knows who he is, and it's a proud moment. It's a really, really proud moment.
Lucas, how about you?
I'm starting to feel like I'm getting more attention than this guy. He's a survivor. it's insane.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
I get taken by it. I'm just so excited that we're able to meet. I mean, someone mentioned it outside. We're family now. We're related.
Absolutely.
He's got my blood type now, which is super exciting. I didn't know anything about that. Yeah. And I'm humbled by you every day. And this morning I woke up, it's that thought. It's like, wow, I get to meet this man. It's exciting. I'm speechless. I wish I had a better vocabulary for it. I've got to get an English major maybe, and that'll help out.
The opportunity for Marvin to meet Lucas was one he wouldn't miss, and he was surprised to hear that very few survivors try to contact their donor.
That was amazing to me. I mean, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't know why there is more numbers of people that are registered as donors, because I've met so many people at the hospital that have so much need. They're walking around and they're surviving on medication, and for who knows how long. And we just really need to try to reach as many people as possible. Because he literally saved my life, literally saved my life.
As you can imagine, Lucas's words of advice to anyone thinking about becoming a donor are quick and to the point.
Do it. Do not hesitate. Do it right now. It's so simple. And for the outcome, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
As for what's next for these guys,
we're having dinner tonight, our families. We're gonna spend a little more time with each other, and I expect to continue having a relationship. I'd like to come up and see his home and maybe meet his mom. I'd love to do that. Great family, great family.